Most of us live in a culture built on wanting things: a new car, a new house, a new camera. In my domain, a camera, a drone or a piece of gear comes out every 6 months, or at least this is how it was before the chip shortage. Brands like Sony, DJI, Canon, Nikon, all of them are struggling and battling to get your attention, and of course FOMO is there. If you don't know what FOMO is, FOMO stands for fear of missing out. So it's like something cool is on the market and everyone is talking about it, whatever that thing is, a car, a new drone, a new camera or something like that, and you're missing out and you need to have that thing, whatever that thing is. 80% of the time you want something new because of advertising, or if your favorite internet persona is using that thing. I'm here to tell you that you can tell your story without having the latest gear. When something new is out, the hype is through the roof. And don't get me wrong, hype is cool and all that, but what is bad about the hype is that you're buying something that is worth thousands of dollars maybe, and you don't need that thing. My philosophy when it comes to gear, or when it comes to buy something that is worth thousands of dollars, that thing that you're buying should be future-proof for at least 3 to 4 years. So when something new is out, you need to ask yourself and you need to be real with yourself if you really need it. Another feeling that is present in a consumer society is buyer's remorse. And buyer's remorse stands for a feeling of regret experienced after making a purchase, typically one regarded as unnecessary or extravagant. If you're asking yourself why you feel bad even after a very well thought purchase, the answer is I don't know, but you're not the only one. For example, I just upgraded my YouTube/vlogging setup and I went for the Sony ZV-1 because it's small and compact, has a great 4K, and most importantly has an audio jack. But more about this setup in another video. Before the ZV-1, I had the G7X Mark II, and even if I knew that the ZV-1 blows the G7X Mark II out of the water, and I'm not saying this to blast Canon or something, but my only two issues with the G7X Mark II were the fact that was lacking an audio jack and it wasn't shooting in 4K. And like I said, even if I knew that the ZV-1 was above the G7X Mark II in all areas, I had that strange feeling that this wasn't 100% the right move. The cooling off rule gives you 3 days to think about your purchase and if you're gonna back out. If you go past those 3 days, it's all good. If not, just return the item and get your money back. Hello people, editor STEPHAN over here. Just wanted to kindly greet you, and in the same time just wanted to kindly ask you to give this video a thumbs up so we can trigger the algorithm. So I'm just gonna wait here for 3 seconds until you're gonna do that. Thank you. I'm counting on you to do that from now on. And now back to the video. Buyer's remorse can be present even after the right purchase. So how can you avoid this feeling? 1, you should spend only the money that you can afford spending. So don't do any kind of loan or something like that. 2, ask yourself if you really need that specific thing. And 3, you can really afford something if you're able to buy it twice. So keep that in mind. One more thing that I forgot to underline, and I don't know about you, but I like to prioritize things, important things. So every single time when I find myself in a situation where FOMO is present or can be present, I'm taking out my notebook and I'm starting to write down the things that I really want to buy, from the most important to the least important. Buying the important things from that list is helping me in the long run because 1, I'm not gonna spend my money on the things that I don't really need, and 2, I can't feel the buyer's remorse because I'm buying the things that I really need. And that was a mouthful. So to wrap things up, you don't need the latest and greatest, and buyer's remorse and FOMO will be present in your life to a certain extent. The only difference is how you cope with them. So that's the video for today, people. If you got some knowledge out of it, just make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already so you can see more videos from me in the future. You can tell me in the comments down below, how do you cope with FOMO or with buyer's remorse, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace. Actually, just one more thing. I never thought that I'm gonna say it, but I love the ZV-1. That's it. See you in the next one.